Hello my friends, welcome back again to Plain and Chisel Woodworks. I want to thank everybody who's followed along with this video and has entered to win. This is the final video for this series. Tomorrow, I'm hoping about 6 o'clock, I'll post the video of the winner. And tomorrow, the day after this is aired, is actually going to be a little bit, I'm doing this video, recording this video a little bit back in time. But when this video airs, it'll be about 6 o'clock Eastern time. Then I'm going to try to do the drawing, and as long as nothing happens. So I'm going to make the cutoff for comments. I'm going to try 5 o'clock. It's not a lot of comments, so 5 o'clock Eastern time is going to be the cutoff for entries. Look below in the comment in the description. That'll show you how to enter. Anyways, so I appreciate again everybody who's commented and who's followed along with this spice rack at build. Today up till now we've done is I've just let the oil sit in on this for about 3 days so that it's cured. And today what we're going to do is we're going to add shellac. I'm going to add 4 coats of shellac and 1 coat of paste wax. Nice thing about using shellac is it only takes about 15-20 minutes or so for it to dry. And then we can add another coat on. So it doesn't take that long for shellac to dry. So yes, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add 2 coats of the shellac. Sand it, lightly sand it with our sandpaper that we did not throw away. It's the same paper we used for the finishing. Using this sandpaper, the longer you use it, the less grit it has, and that's good because we don't want to actually take it all the way back down to raw wood. We want to progressively get it less and less fine. So hold on to these sandpaper, this chunk of sandpaper. We can use this throughout the entire project. So I'm going to do 2 coats of shellac, sand it off, do another coat, sand it down, and do another coat, and that hopefully will be enough. But we'll polish it off a little bit, sand it off just a little bit, and then we'll add the paste wax. So anyways, let's get started. All right. Shellac, I think, is probably one of the easiest finishes to apply, as far as I know. I don't have a lot of experience with other finishes, but I find this one and I like it. It's nice and easy. It's just shellac, clear shellac. And what I'm used to apply it is just a piece of cloth. I'm going to take a piece of cloth, fold it up, and that's what I'm going to use. Now, you probably should wear gloves. I should always wear gloves, probably. But I've stirred this up by swirling it and shaking it, and then let it settle for a second. Now I'm going to take this and dip in a corner. And then I start on the hard parts first. So I go inside the shelf. If I need more, especially at the beginning, I'll add more. I think it's best to add small amounts and build up over time, as opposed to doing it all at once. Now I did make sure everything was cleaned out. But basically with a shellac, you can see I'm just wiping it on, but I'm going from wet spot to wet spot. So I did the bottom, and now I'm doing the sides. Always going with the grain. going to go across it just to get some in the corner there, and then I'll pull it down. Any dry spots you see? So I'm just working my way out. I know you can't see this very well. So I'm just putting it on. Trying to get every surface covered. If you don't add it super thick, you don't have a lot of problems with runs either. The finish is always my favorite part. You want to keep track of the fuzzes because when you first cut a fabric, the fuzzes will show up. But we're going to sand this down again. Anyways. See, it's already getting tacky where I added it before. What I just did there was I'm wiping the top and the bottom, and then any drips that I have that would go to the side, I'm going to come back from the bottom and wipe it up. And that way it keeps from any drips from happening. And then sides. I'm going to tip it forward. Shellac is a super easy finish to put on. All you want to watch out for is drips, but if you do get any, we're going to sand it down anyway, so. Okay. All right, that's one coat. I'm gonna let it set. And then we're gonna come back in about 15 minutes and add another one. So, and I'll do that off camera so you don't have to watch that, but I'll show you what I do with sanding. So I'm gonna come back after I put another coat on, and then we're ready for sanding. So, all right, hold on. Okay, so now that I've got 2 coats of shellac on, I'm going to go over this and sand it lightly. What I'm trying to do is get all the roughness out. So I'm not really trying to take off any finish. I'm just trying to take off, make it all smooth. So I'm just going to go over everything and just smooth it all out. If I find any drips or anything like that, I'll sand those down. But we put it on so lightly that you shouldn't have a whole lot of it. And I'm going to just keep feeling over and over again to see if I feel any rough spots. So I'm going to go over the whole thing like this, add another coat of shellac, and then I'll do the same thing one more time, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I finish it up. All right, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now that we've got our shellac put on, I have just Johnson's paste wax, and now I'm going to polish it. So it's going to take me a while. I'll probably spend, I don't know, maybe an hour, and I'm going to be rubbing it with paste wax for about an hour until it's as smooth and as silky as I can get it. So all I do for that is I add paste wax as much as I need. You'll know when your cloth runs out, and I just polish it just like this. I'll probably go over it multiple times, but what I want to do is I want to make sure it's completely smooth. There's all the see this white residue? That's from the sanding. I want to wipe all that away. So let's see, like on this side, you see all that white residue up there? The paste wax, I'm going to wipe that away with the paste wax. All that is that shellac, the dust from the shellac when I sanded it. So I won't bore you with a whole amount of time, but I'll finish this and then I'll come back and we'll end the video. I want to show you, that way you can see the end result too. So this video is going to be kind of short, but we'll end it in a little bit. So I'm going to sit back and I'm going to polish this, and then I'll come back. All right, bye. Well, my friends, we are finally done. This is the spice rack. It's made out of walnut. We have for the finish, we used oiled linseed oil, shellac, and Johnson's paste wax. You can always do better finishing, and someday that is one thing I would like to take a class on, is finishing class, just so I could get a little bit more knowledge from somebody more experienced than I am. But I think it looks really pretty good. There's always going to be mistakes, but if you look at this, you really can't see hardly anything. You have to really look hard to see any mistakes. And that's kind of my goal with my furniture. I wanted to make it as perfect as possible, but I am human, and I'm doing things with hand tools, not machines. Machines, I think, take the humanity out of things. So, here's our spice rack. Again, thank you guys for coming along. I appreciate all the comments that have came in already. But if you want to be entered, remember every video you leave a positive comment in, you get entered for a drawing. I think we have 2 people right now that have entered in every single video, and I really appreciate them. I'll make sure I don't want to mess up their names, so I'm going to wait till after next time to announce who they are, because I do want to give them a shout out for supporting so early. But I really hope whoever gets this really does like it. But I guess you'll have to just make that decision yourself. Thank you guys, and next time we come back, we're gonna probably I have an idea about an apothecary tea rack or a tea case. That's going to be kind of an in-depth build, but that is going to be our next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to give that away because I don't know if it's going to work out. We'll have to find out. I'll have to probably wait on the end of that one. But I want to take you all the way from the design stage right through to the building of it. So all I've done so far with that is looked on the internet for some ideas, but not really very long. I kind of have an idea in my mind already. So basically, I've just thought about it. So I want to take you all the way from the design stage all the way to the end. So stay tuned for next one. But tomorrow we're going to announce the winner of this. And yeah, so thank you guys and have a great night. Bye.